In this series, we are exploring the Scary Animals Iceberg. This is part 2, Tier 1. There are many different rat species, but the most common ones are the black rat and the brown rat. These rodents are found in every continent except for Antarctica. It's not difficult to understand why this animal is on this list. Many people are terrified of rats and wouldn't want to live in the same place as them, and rightfully so. These rodents can carry many different diseases. In fact, it helped spread the infamous Black Death Plague. The plague was spread through fleas in the rats. Rays. These animal groups have a scientific name, but I'm not going to pronounce it. One of the most common of these animals is the stingray. They live mostly on the sea floor, mainly in coastal waters. They have venomous stings at the tip of their tail. The venom will be painful but rarely deadly. In my personal opinion, this animal should be in the lower tiers. Quick story time. We were hanging out at the beach. This happened about 5 years ago. It was getting late. The lifeguards drove by and announced in the loudspeaker that we should all get out of the water because at about this hour, the rays like to come out closer to the coast. We of course didn't listen, so we kept messing around in the waves. When suddenly I felt a sharp needle penetrate my bare foot, and as the needle is inside, it feels like it's vibrating. And in extreme pain, I jump out, get out of the water as quickly as possible. Once I hop my way to dry sand, I look at the bottom of my foot, and at this point, I'm just expecting a lot of red fluid. I can't say the word because of YouTube, but red fluid gushing out of my foot because I was just in so much pain. So I expected that, but when I looked down, there was just nothing. Just a little dot where I got stung. But the pain did not go away. My wife, at the time fiance, had to drive me home because I couldn't. I looked up remedies for the pain and I found one that said to boil water as hot as I can tolerate it, put salt in it, and dip your foot to help with the pain. It worked like magic, but for about 3 hours before, I was in so much pain. That pain was the toxin in effect. The sawfish. Funny enough, this fish is also known as the carpenter shark, which is a part of the ray family. These creatures are huge, some species reaching lengths of up to 7.6 meters or 25 feet in length. They are found everywhere in the world, in coastal regions, freshwater rivers, lakes, and tropical and subtropical regions. Their saws have many uses, everything from catching prey to digging, and even using special sensors in their saws to detect invisible electric fields, which helps them find their prey, which is super fancy. This animal is here solely for its terrifying appearance, as they pose little to no threat to humans. Shrike. These adorable looking birds are about 23 centimeters or 9 inches in length. Different members of the family species live in North America, Eurasia, and Africa. So this bird is not on the list for its terrifying appearance, obviously. So why is it here? Well, the way they kill their prey is pretty savage. They have the habit of grabbing insects and small vertebrates and impaling them against thorns, branches, barbed wire, or anything sharp in order to tear into flesh so the bird can have smaller, more manageable pieces. Snake-necked turtle. This turtle can grow as big as 28 centimeters or 11 inches. They live mainly in southeastern Australia. They are known as side-neck turtle, meaning they don't pull their necks back, but they bend their head sideways into the shell. This turtle is again on this list due to its appearance mainly. It does look a bit weird, almost a mix between a turtle and a snake. I mean, who would have thought the name snake neck turtle? Um, these creatures pose little to no threat to humans, and they mainly eat tadpoles, aquatic invertebrate, and small fish. Spoonbill. These large birds are found along the coast of Mexico, Central America, and parts of the Caribbean. They can measure up to 81 centimeters or 32 inches standing, and they have a wingspan of about 91 centimeters or 3 feet. For this animal, I really can't find why it's on this iceberg. Again, it's not dangerous or even known to be aggressive towards humans. The way they eat is fairly civilized. They sweep their beaks into the water to catch prey, and that's pretty much all they do. I suppose if you find a 3 feet tall bird standing around, it would be pretty terrifying, I guess. Tardigrade. The tardigrade is a tiny creature, as you can probably see by the microscopic image view. They measure about 1.5 millimeters or 0.059 inches. So these creatures pose absolutely no threat to humans, and scientists have yet to identify a species of tardigrade that spreads diseases. I think that this animal is here on the list simply due to how tough and resilient it is. They have been found in mountaintops, deep sea, and the Antarctic. They can survive extreme temperatures, extreme pressures, both high and low, air deprivation, radiation, starvation, dehydration, and even outer space, apparently. Tube-nosed fruit bat. This bat species is found in the central Philippines, eastern Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, and the northeast coast of area of Australia. They measure up to 8 centimeters or 3.2 inches. They don't, again, pose a threat to humans as they eat mainly fruit. However, they do look pretty terrifying, and that seems to be a common threat specifically on this top tier. Caecilians. That's how you pronounce it, right? Or else I'm gonna look really dumb. So, is this a worm? A snake? Neither. Caecilians belong to a group of legless amphibians. They can measure up to 56 centimeters or 22 inches. They live in the tropics of South America and Central America, Africa, and the Southeastern Asia as well. These creatures do have a needle-like teeth, and they do have poison, though not strong enough to kill a human. One interesting fact is these creatures may have been the first vertebrates on land to secrete venom through their bite. Humboldt penguin. These penguins live on the shorelines of Chile and Peru. They can reach a height of 71 centimeters or 28 inches. These animals look adorable until you try to approach them. If they are in their territory, they will first yell as a warning, and if that doesn't work, they will chase and peck you. And their behavior is the same whether there is one or many. They will all yell and chase you if they feel like their territory is being trespassed. Thank you for making it to the end. I really appreciate it, and thank you for 2 subscribers. It's exciting, and I really do mean it sincerely. I will try and ramp up the video production here, and hopefully have the next part in a few days. It will mean the most if you would subscribe and like. Later.